This is Corey Dinopoulos, who is running for Boston City Council District 2. And we're here to ask you two questions on Boston public schools. So the first question is, what do you believe is the current state of the Boston public schools? A, what grade would you give it now? And B, what grade would you give them when Marty Walsh started 4 years ago?
Thanks for having me. Public education is something that hits pretty close to me. Both of my parents have spent a combined 68 years in public education, and myself, I've been publicly educated both in elementary, high school, and my college. I attended a public arts school in the city of Boston, and I believe that public education has made me passionate and fearless to work for the city, and I want that for every kid in the city of Boston. I think looking at the Boston public schools, I don't know if there's a grade that we can give the entire school system, a blanket grade. I think we can look at each individual school across each district and give them separate grades. But I do think we have a lot of work to do in our schools. Looking at the city of Boston budget, a lot of the money that we spend goes towards our school system, yet our schools are still falling short. You know, our schools need to match our higher education. We have some of the best schools in the country in our city. A lot of our greatest colleges and universities across our nation are here in Boston. There's no reason why our K through 12 shouldn't meet those same standards and be some of the best schools in the country as well. I don't know if I would completely blame any single person for the state of our school system. We've had two superintendents, and Mayor Walsh just started a couple of years ago, and I think that we need to look at a number of things before giving it a grade, but I would definitely say that it needs improvement.
All right, thank you. So the second question is, what specifically are you going to do to improve them? A, how many schools are you going to visit? B, what programs would you add or subtract? And C, how much more money, if any, do you think the school?
So I'll start with I believe that I need to visit all of my schools in District 2, starting there. The school that I'd like to first start off at is the Jeremiah Burke School in Dorchester, because it was a turnaround school. And I want to learn more from the teachers and administrators how that school was able to turn around from a level 4 school and brought itself back, where the teachers are collaborating, the kids are learning, the graduation rate, and the success of that school has severely improved. I want to see what we can do to apply the turnaround qualities from that school and look at something like the Excel School in South Boston, which is now in level 4 status, and it's doing quite poorly. I want to work with that school especially and visit that school starting in the fall to see what are the things that we can do. I know they have a turnaround plan. I like the plan. I looked into it quite briefly, but I do know that they have a plan to apply more real world and technology and cultural and artistic pieces to that school to give the kids an opportunity to work in real world situations. Myself, I'm a web developer, and I work in the city's thriving tech scene, and I'd love to come personally teach a course at the school, bring the kids into the different startup organizations within the city, and get those kids that real world experience that will help them thrive when they graduate. Looking at revenue for the schools, I think that we have some missed opportunities in additional revenue for our school systems. And when you look at some of the larger nonprofits in the city, these are nonprofits that are making $15 million or more in revenue. We need to look at the pilot program that was put in place by Mayor Menino for the city of Boston. And the pilot program is a payment in lieu of taxes. So these nonprofits, these higher income earning nonprofits, need to start paying their fair share. And for instance, I'll call out Northeastern, who only paid about 20% of what they actually owed in taxes last year. I think that these larger nonprofits need to start paying their fair share so we have more funding for our Boston public school system.
All right, well, thank you. This is Corey Dinopoulos, who's run for Boston City Council District 2. Thank you for
Thanks.